capacity, you have everything that you can do. For real. If you do, oh my God, no, 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 no. It is not working. It is not working. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's class. And I'm glad that you're here today to learn about yourself and to learn about so many other things. So today we are going to learn about our mindset. And you may be asking yourself, like, what is a mindset? What is a mindset? A mindset is a established, form of attitude that we have or are held by somebody. So an attitude that you have towards yourself, an attitude that you have towards somebody else, an attitude that you have towards something or a certain aspect. So it's a set of attitudes that is held by somebody. And so all these attitudes that we have each and every day affects the way we live, affects the way we see life, affects the way we interact with other people, affects the way we do our jobs, affects the way we grow individually and collectively. So it is very important to know what kind of attitude that you have towards you and towards others and towards a certain area, because for you to grow, for you to have like a wholesome growth, you have to have the right attitudes. And so you have to have the right mindset. And that's what we are going to discuss today, about our mindset. And now, because we've learned about what mindset is, we have an idea what mindset does to us, we are going to see me individually as Pharrell, what mindsets did I have like when I was 18 years old? What are those mindsets that I had that if I could have changed them, I could have been a better person? When we are growing up as young people, we have so many attitudes towards everything. Like, we are living in the 21st century, and nobody want to listen to anyone. Everybody has their own set of rules that they follow so that they can feel, man, I'm satisfied with what I'm doing. But there are certain things that we do that come to haunt us later, and we are like, man, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. And so today I want us to change our mindset. Today I want us to see, like, if we change our mindset, the level that we can climb to, the level that we can go to. And so it is important to change our mindset. And when we are changing our mindset, that means we are changing our attitudes towards so many other things out there. So because we've seen what is our mindset and how it affects us, I remember when I was growing up, when I was 16, 17, sometimes I would just see myself as a very poor kid. I didn't come from a very rich family, and I was like, there are certain things that I cannot do, only the rich kids are doing, only the privileged kids are doing. So I had that very bad attitude towards some other kinds of things. I cannot do this subject. I cannot become a pilot. I cannot become a doctor because I don't even have the money to go to university. So I started developing that attitude towards, I cannot become this, I cannot become this because I don't have this. But you will be wasting time, and I wasted a lot of time saying I cannot do this and I cannot do the other thing, instead of believing in myself, instead of changing that mindset that I had, instead of doing what I had to do to get into that level. Because we are all created the same. We have the same mind, we have the same mind of Christ, and we are all created the same. And so we can do so much. We can do things in abundance. And so if I only knew that, well, you can be anything, change that mindset, because you can be anything. And so, like, when I was going to high school, and we started our learning and we had all these subjects, I had a very, very bad, very negative attitude towards mathematics. And I didn't know in the future that being able to, solve problems in mathematics will be helping me to become what I wanted to become in the future. I always wanted to become like a doctor, but I needed the mathematics, but I didn't know. So what did I do? My mindset was fixed. I hated math. I hated the math teacher. I hated the subject. I couldn't even get myself to go practice, go revise doing mathematics because I had that fixed mind that mathematics is difficult. Mathematics will take me nowhere, and alas, I was getting bad grades in mathematics. And yes, I wanted to become a doctor. How could I have solved problems? Problems with, when a patient comes and I have to solve problems, you have to make a decision. You need those things. You need those calculations. But I didn't know about that, And I was like, oh, I'm still young. I can do all things. But who is losing this battle? It is me. I was losing it. Because when the results came out, when I did my high school final exams, I had a terrible failure in mathematics. And now I started realizing, wow, so this was important. This was very, very important. It's one of the sciences and it's one of the STEM subjects. And I had failed terribly. And I just realized there's not much I could do rather than go back to school and repeat the whole year. Right? So why? Because I had a bad attitude. My mindset was fixated like you cannot perform well in mathematics. And what did I do? I just went back to school and I changed my attitude. I said, oh man, I'll have a winning attitude. And so what happened? I passed. I started getting good grades in mathematics just because you reversed the attitude that you have and you started having a positive attitude, a positive mindset. And then you start receiving everything that you ever wanted and you start smiling. Your life is bountiful and you start having all these good grades in mathematics and you're like, wow, that was so simple. I wish I knew that I can be able to do this without so much struggle. I wish I had changed my mindset. I wish I had changed my attitude towards this subject. And that is what happens to many of us, And so that one thing that I can tell myself, if I was an 18-year-old right now, I would tell myself, man, there are so many opportunities that we have, but because our mindset are fixated that we cannot do them, we will never do them. Because whatever you believe, I do believe myself, like whatever you believe of becoming, you will become, because first you believed in your mind and then you gotta see the results outside there. Because if you believe, I want to become this person, you start acting like that person, not necessarily like you want to become like them, but you want to do like what they do. If you want to become a president, start acting presidential. If you want to become a senator, start acting like a senator, right? So you have to change your mindset. You have to change your attitude from within so that we can see the results from outside. Okay, so if I could tell all the 18-year-olds, do not waste your time. This is a precious time. Whatever you want to do, just start doing it right now. Change that mentality. If maybe your parents are telling you to do something, you're like, oh, you have that mindset that is fixated. Like, my parents are old-fashioned. My parents don't know about this. We are in the 21st century. My parents are from the 19th century. If you have that mindset, then you will not be able to grow. Allow them to teach you so that you can be a better person in the future. My teachers don't know what they're telling me. My teachers are too much. My teachers, I don't need to learn this subject because it will not help me in future. Oh man, I am 30 years old now and I was like, man, these subjects, why are we learning them in school? They will not help me out in the future. But I have been in so many situations that those subjects have helped me. The knowledge of those subjects have helped me, delve into those situations. And so, change your attitude. Have a positive attitude. Have a positive mentality. Have a positive mindset. And the results you'll see, they'll be very bountiful. Guys, it's up to you.